everyone, welcome back to my channel, KGFL Creations. This is another episode of Friday Sews. As everybody knows, Friday Sews is the day that we talk about what's going on in our sewing room, what our plans for the weekend and for the following week, and a little bit of life in between. So before we get into anything else, I just wanted to talk about what I'm wearing today. This is the second time I'm wearing this as I'm filming. I did a video, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago with this shirt here. This is a ready-to-wear shirt. I purchased this shirt from Kohl's. Was it Kohl's? I think it was Kohl's. Yeah, many years ago. And I really like this shirt. I like the contrasting color right here, and this is really pretty. On the day on my other video, somebody asked me if I could tell them which pattern I used to make this, but unfortunately I cannot tell you which pattern to use. There's one pattern by Love Notions, which is a woven dress that you can make, which is similar to this one. I'll put the name down here because I don't remember the name. I think it's the Sonata dress, I think. If not, anyway, I'll put the name here. And yeah, but I do love this dress. Maybe one day, I hope to recreate this look here on this pretty shirt. Now let's talk about what has been going on in my sewing room. So like I told you guys on my last video, last Friday Sews, I did the tempo sundress, the muslin, toile, whatever it is that we call it. But I was going to go into that one. I did cut into the fabric, but then I was afraid of doing all that shirring and not having enough of the shirring elastic. So I did put an order with Wawak, whatever that's called, I'm not sure. So I put an order with Wawak because I did go to Joann's. They didn't have any. I did search online. Most of the stores around me did not have any of the little elastic thread from Gutermann. That's the one that I was looking for, the Gutermann elastic thread. So I had to go online and put an order. I believe it's arriving soon. So in the meantime, I decided to make a V-neck t-shirt. My usual, I just wanted something quick so I can, put it in between and make that. So let me show you the fabric that I used. I used this blue knit fabric here. I purchased this knit from Walmart. It was one of those Walmart bundles. Actually, when I purchased it, I thought it was going to be pretty thin because when I picked it up, I'm like, okay, it's a nice blue. As you guys know, I love blue. So I thought it was going to be pretty thin, but it's actually pretty hefty, this fabric here. So this fabric, the pack had 3 yards. At first, I thought it was 60 inches. That's what I put into my Trello account and also on my spreadsheet that this was 50 inches. But it's not 60 inches. It is 50, I think it's 50 inches or maybe 52 inches. 52 inches wide. So it is not that wide. So after I cut the t-shirt, I think I have left about 1 yard of the full fabric and about another maybe 3/4 of an inch of just half of the like 25 inches all the way down. So it is folded, but only 1 yard. It's just the full width of the fabric. So I have enough, I think, to make another t-shirt. Maybe I'll make one for my daughter. So this was a really nice fabric for my t-shirt. So as usual, I had to pull my favorite shirt, my favorite pattern for a t-shirt, which is the classic tee. I'll insert a little snippet of the pattern here for you guys to see. I love that pattern. It fits me very well. So why mess with something that has been working, right? There's no need for that. So this is the t-shirt right here. It's pretty hefty. A nice and hefty fabric. I don't think I mentioned before, when I purchased this, it was one of those fabric bundles. The bundle was $8 for 3 yards. So that was a pretty good price for a nice little knit. And this knit here, it has a little bit of a little fleck of black. I don't know if you guys can see it. Maybe if I get too close. If not, I'll just cut that portion. So yeah, this is a pretty blue, as usual, blue. I don't know what, I have to step away from the blue, right? Yeah, so it fits me really well. And I did the V-neck, but this time, instead of doing the V-neck with the usual thing right here in the center, the seam right here in the center, I did the little overlap. I hope you guys can see that. Which side? Yeah, right here. See, I'm putting my finger right there. It has a little overlap right there. So yeah, as usual, I went to see a video by Karina. She has a, I think it's an older video. She shows how to do the V-necks, so I watched her. I did pretty much everything with the serger, the sides, the top, everything with the serger. And then I went into the sewing machine to do all of the top stitching. I did the top stitching using my twin needle and with a blue thread. So I don't think you can see it. I can barely see it, but again, I don't have my glasses, so I cannot see it. And this time I remembered to put a label, and I got a couple of labels from Kylie and the Machine. And I don't know if you guys remember, last year I made a video and I did talk about some of the labels that I got from a shop in Orlando. So I remembered to put the label, so I put this label here. It says, "From the Stash," right there. So it's a pretty label, and I really like my t-shirt. So let me put this in so you guys can see it. Okay, so this is the t-shirt. Just changed my hairs all over the place. Yeah, so I really like this shirt. It fits me so well. As usual, I think I already have my pattern set with the longer length on the sleeve. I think I added from the original length, I think I added 2 inches. That's what I like. It hits me at the right spot because I don't like anything hitting me right here where it's the thicker part of my arm. So it's a little bit lower, just the way I like it. The V-neck, I raised it a little bit from the original V-neck, the other V-neck. I do have one shirt that I made with the white band here where I forgot to raise it, and it's a little bit lower, maybe up here. It's not that deep at all, but I prefer it a little bit higher right there. And it fits me really well. My classic tee, my favorite pattern until today. It hits me right here on the spot, on the shoulders. So yeah, I have that pattern to the T. I made this, it took me longer to cut it than to actually make this this t-shirt. So like I said, I did pretty much everything on the serger, and then I went into the machine to do all of the top stitching, and it came out really nice. All of my little top stitching. Yeah, so I am really happy with my classic tee. So when I pulled this blue here, this knit from my closet, from my stash, I cut this up because I wanted to make the classic tee. So I decided, I'm like, okay, let me cut another one. I had a nice green fabric in there. Actually, this one here, it's nice and pretty. It's a nice green with some little flowers. Nice, pretty. So I pulled this out. I laid it down on the table, and I was gonna place all of my pattern pieces on top. And then I noticed that there's some discoloration to this fabric. I am not sure if you guys are gonna be able to see it, but here at the edge right here, it's lighter, maybe about this much, maybe like this much here. It's lighter than the rest of the fabric. There's some spots that it has some staining on it. I mean, this was on the sale aisle. We purchased this a while back, and I have already washed it. So the whole piece, everything, this edge right here, both edges, one side, I think one side is more faded than the other. So I don't know if it has been sitting there at Joann's for such a long time in the light or the sun. I am not sure. I don't know if you guys can see this. Maybe if I put it really close to the camera. No, I don't think so. I'll try to take better pictures and I'll insert it. And there's some other stains and everything. So I was going to cut this and make another classic tee, because the classic tee comes on, you can sew this pretty quick. But then I called my daughter in here and asked her, do you see what I see? All of the different shades of the green. And she's like, yeah, mommy, I do see it. So I was like, I don't want to think too much. I just want something nice and easy. So I'm like, scrap that. I'm not going to do that. I don't feel like thinking too much, placing everything, and I don't know. So I might just, so I cut that. I didn't cut the classic tee, so I might just use that pattern maybe for, you know, a house dress or something, maybe for my daughter or something, some things to wear at home. So what's going on with life? The fireplace is finally finished. I am going to insert a couple of pictures right here for you guys to see. It is finished. TV is up. I think I had put a photo of the TV. Yeah, the TV is up. The mantle is up, and it looks great. Great. My husband did a great job on staining, just the color that I wanted, and everything is ready. And we already tested the fireplace, because the fireplace does have a heater. It has a heating unit, and it got cold here one night, so we did test it, and it works really, 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 really good. So we are really happy about our fireplace. It looks really, really good. I don't know why we waited so long to do that. So maybe it took a little longer because we had to get the electrician and whatnot. So yeah, that's what it is. So the plans for this weekend and next week, like I said, as soon as my Wawak, whatever it is that is called, package arrives, I will do the shirring. But I am going to start on the skirt, because I can do that, put the pockets in and start all of that, and also the top here, and do all that stitching. So I'm gonna work on that, and then when the little package arrives, it will be good. So that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and also put it on the comments below if you guys have ever made the classic tee, if it's one of your tried and true like it is for me. If not, then let me know if what kind of t-shirt pattern you guys like. Maybe I can do it on one of my other videos and see if it compares to my favorite classic tee. Don't forget to subscribe also, okay? I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.